Here we go again. Oh, bit of snow. Nice. Right, hey guys, William Murfitt here, and today, once again, we're working on Luke's classic Mini. So, where are we up to? What are we doing? Well, had a bit of a clear out here yesterday, which you probably can't tell. Off camera, I removed this upper dash rail. Now I've ordered some clips to hopefully hold all this trim in place, but I think the best thing to do is, because it's broken in various places, like down here, under there, up here, I'm going to take all the black off, put the fresh stuff over the top, and hopefully it'll give you something better to bond to. So I'm going to try and do that today. The radiator needs to get installed, which I was kind of putting off, but I'm thinking I can do it a bit different way by having the engine running and checking there's no ticking noises with the front wheels in the air. Anyway, so that's that. I came out earlier to paint it all in there, so that's done. I've got the wheel bearing to replace there, which that's an order. I've got the outer sill to paint and the whole of the passenger side to undersill. I've also got the exhaust to fit, the interior to fit, the boot board to fit. So much to do, and I want to try and get this car done and dusted really by the end of this week. That's the plan. So yeah, let's stop talking. Let's get on with it. Let's go. Okay, so I'm just waiting for a few more parts, but while I wait, before you even get into those, I'm going to turn my attention to the exhaust. So this is the back box. It's for a later style Mini with these exhaust hangers. Now I'm going to go for a clamp setup because I think you can get a better fit with the clamps. You can get it tucked up a little bit higher as well, and it doesn't hang down as far. So I'm going to cut these clamps off, or these brackets. With the brackets cut off, that will make life a little bit easier. So I can just literally put a clamp, which up there, put the clamps on, and bolt it in place. I can start the car up and get that pace all sealed in. So that is the job for now. Alright, that's the pipe done. So we can give that a little bit of polish up, and that should hopefully come up nicely. On the other side, it's burnt through a little bit. Where is it? There it is. So I'm just going to have that section there just welded up slightly. My father-in-law is a fantastic welder, and there's a lot of stuff with stainless, so he can sort this, and it'll be good as new. And so just give it a quick polish up, buff up, install it, clamp it up, away we go. Right, okay, so the exhaust. This is the back box. This is a Fletcher. It's got a rolled tip, and it's going to sound absolutely incredible. So before I fit it, I just want to give it a bit of a protection with this Autosol metal polish, because I've had to do a bit of quick repair. The brackets, which are here. So this is the old style brackets, well, for the newer style car, that makes sense. I've cut these off because I'm going to mount them with clamps, get them a little bit closer to the subframe and sort of be more of an original look. Now, unfortunately here, I ground it down a little bit too thin, so I welded a plate on the top, which is all in place. I'm going to just polish all that up. And over the back, I actually cut a hole into it in two separate places, so they've also been sealed. I was hoping that that's going to be the seal, the same as the front, but it doesn't matter, because that's going to be underneath the car, the clamp's going to be here, and that's going to be kind of level with the subframe. So I know it's there, unfortunately, but it's going to be much, much better. So just going to get it on, give it a polish, give it a clean up, get ready to install it. Okay, so the first proper test fit, it poked out a little bit. I was hoping it would be poking out a bit more, but due to the way the piping and stuff works, I don't think it's possible unless I move that link pipe right at the bottom further this way, which is possible. So I just want to try and get the positioning right. I want to make sure that there's no knocks and bangs, that is nice and solid. And I need to obviously cut these studs down a little bit as well, but pretty happy. So it's gonna blow at the front, I know that, but let's just give it a whirl and see how it goes. Ideally it fires into life and it has a lovely little burble from the back. So let's find out, shall we? So the plan was to fire the car up, but so I put the battery on charge again. I think the lights have maybe been left on, or something's been left on, because it's plenty of light the other day. But just stick this on charge for 10 minutes, see how I go. Okay, so while the battery's on charge, I'm going to change this. Now I put a microfiber cloth in here just to try to protect it. However, over Christmas I got lots of packaging, and this is like a little polystyrene pad. So I thought I could put that in there, clamp it down, and then trim it to size. And that should be perfectly suitable. Fully charged, so...
I'll go for this bit.
Okay, you go that way.
So it's quicker then.
Okay. Right, the charge now says fully charged. That's actually really, really quick. So let's try again. Sounds good. Perfect. I like that a lot. Okay, so it runs, doesn't have any banging noises, which is great. What I'm going to do is take these exhaust back off and seal it because it's currently on there dry. I just want to get the positioning right. And then obviously I need to, well, you see the coolant is, it's a bit coolant deprived maybe. Yeah, radiator on. I can run it up probably to temperature and I don't have to worry about anything then. But I also need to change these clamps, so that's probably another job I'm going to do. Let's just check it works again on the key. Okay, so I've taken the exhaust off, link pipe, back box. I've just marked a line and then an arrow, so I can mark this up or join this up again. So I'm going to seal this off now with some fire gum, and then clamp it back together, make sure it's all lined up, fit it properly, and then clamp it on the rear, clamp it back here, and then the exhaust is done. Right, another day. We are back in the garage. So, just trying to think about what's the best plan of action. Now the welding's finished, which is fantastic news. The exhaust was test fitted yesterday. I've got that in the position I want it to be. I've taken it back off. I've just got some exhaust paste, which it's set under heat. So in order to do that, I've got to get the engine running up nice and hot. In order to do that, I've got to connect the radiator. In order to connect the radiator, I've got to clean and paint it, because I started stripping it down, and I think it's going to look really good, nice and black. So that's the job to do. So I think what I'll do, my plan of action, I'm going to clean the radiator and then paint the radiator. While the radiator is drying, I'm going to reinstall the interior into the car, because then that clears off a lot of my workbench and the car. Once that's all installed, the radiator should be dry to be able to put into the car. When the radiator is installed, I can then fill it. I can then have the engine running to temperature, and I can then also have the exhaust setting. So there's lots of jobs I can do, but it's kind of a sequence of events. So that is the plan. I'm going to clean the radiator and then crack on with the rest. Let's do it. Well, that's the radiator cleaned up. It'd be amazing if we could get that polished up to be the gold, but it's just not going to happen. So that's now clean. It's going to get painted in black. I've cleaned the surround. I haven't done the inside because I'm not going to that length. Once it gets bolted on, you won't see that. So I've painted everything I'm going to paint everything you're going to see, and the inside is just going to be like left. I understand it's not obviously the best thing, but I'm just doing this for aesthetics, and that was like that previously, and it is protected. So yes, I think if in the future you look at going for, I don't know, like a aluminium rad, I've got 6 fingers here, look for an aluminium rad, then possibly look to replace this anyway. I think the one that I bought for my Clubman had a new surround, so it was a radiator and surround, got bolted in. So yes, leave that like that. Well, I'm going to paint it now and then leave it to dry, and I can get on with the interior. There we have it. That's one coat. Now it's not the best, I will admit that, but it's been done in a Hammerite smooth gloss, so it kind of gets painted on with like brush strokes you can see up here. And then when it's set, it kind of sets like a nice smooth finish. But it's better than it was before. It looks quite smart. It will match obviously the stuff in the engine bay. And the same with the cowling. So that's had one coat. That's going to get a second coat later on once it's dried. The radiator is also ready to go in. So there are a few bits and pieces I could probably touch up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mount it in, because it's going to get scratched as I go in and out of the car anyway. I'm going to mount the cowling back on, and then when it's in situ, I'm going to touch up the bits that need touching up. Other than that, it's looking pretty fantastic. This hammer is awesome. So yeah, that's that. And then the cowling itself is stuck to the newspaper. That can quickly come off. There's a couple of runs and stuff in it, but you're not going to see it once it's down behind the grill. So that is the next job to get done. Okay, 4 plugs are out. Just 1, 2, different one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are NGK. I think they're BK45S. Oh, blimey, it's so wrong. BPR6ES. So they're going to get fitted. Four, 2, 1, 3. Okay. So, I slackened off the belt a little bit because it was sluggish to turn over, and I thought, well, maybe the belt's too tight. But now the belt's pretty. No, that should be fine. So I like to be able to turn it sort of a quarter of a turn, so you can see the teeth fine. So that's okay. I'll just tighten these bolts up, put the battery on charge, and then come back. It's 5 o'clock now, so I can't really come back tonight. Come back tomorrow, and then fire it up, have it running, have the exhaust fitted, and right. So I'm gonna have to go indoors now, and I'm gonna end this video here. So join me for the next instalment, where we'll get the car up and running, get a few other bits and pieces done, and then I know I keep talking to Luke, and the thing he's looking forward to is getting it out and getting it washed, because he spent quite a bit of money getting the paintwork done for it to be this covered in dust. So yes, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this content, I know there's been a bit here, there, and everywhere this video, but if you have enjoyed the content, then please consider becoming a subscriber. Leave a thumbs up down below, and also give a comment down below as well. Let me know what you think about this project, and yeah, what should come up next. So I'm super excited to get this car finished and done, and back to Luke. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.